Hey yo, it's me, Yub. And if there's one thing I've been saying for years, it's that Doki Doki ain't no jokey. I cannot believe it was 2017 when I played Doki Doki Literature Club. Time sure does fly when anime women are trying to kill you. Am I right, boys? When we played this one, I was all in on Natsuki. It was just that she's the only girl for me. People begged me to play it again and do a different route. Whether it's Yuri or Sayori, or I don't even know if you can date Monica, but people were just like, play it again, play it again. I am so glad I ignored all of you because now we have Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, and I'm actually excited to play it because I never played the other routes in the game. So here's my plan. Natsuki, I love you. I ain't messing with you this time. Sorry, my heart's taken by 3 other women. So if you're excited for this series, smack like down there, 10,000 likes, and I will wear the Doki costume for part 2. Oh boy. Yeah, I still own it. It's in my attic. DDLC Plus, let's get it! Oh, thank you for adding that. People were heated last time, dude. Full disclosure, I don't know what is different and what is new. One thing's for sure, this track is back. Okay. Doki Doki, where everything's fine. No one's trying to kill you. Dear Natsuki, you cannot be mine this time. Yo! Pff, bro, you already. If you don't know, I feel bad for you. I realize that this series was long enough ago that some of y'all haven't seen it, but it is important to this channel's lore. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were kids. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Sayori is sweet, shut up, dude. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk to let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. You would never ignore me, right? That's mean, my dude. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. What if I do want to be a couple with Sayori, bro? I don't know how I feel yet. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Silly. Whatever you say, Sayori. Whatever you say, Yori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students, making their daily commute. By the way, my dude, have you decided on a club to join? I was thinking the literature club. Let me save you some time. I was thinking the literature club. Babe, I told you already, I'm too cool for clubs. Unless there's a cool club, in which case I'll give it a look. That's not true. You told me you joined a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our mini conversations where I dismissively go along. All right, this guy's kind of a dick, right? Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime because I'm awesome. You can say what you want about our character, but he ain't no simp, you know? I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Listen to Sayori, she's looking out for you, bro. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. All right. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try? A little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yeah! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Why are you such a jerk, bro? The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at a wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. I did DDLC Plus, right? I didn't accidentally do. No, this is the Plus one. When does the new stuff come in? You know what I mean? Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your stupid club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. She looks like a fish when she does that. I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title, vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the anime club. Come on, please? Bro, look around. You live in an anime. You don't need to go to anime club. You're in one. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, I will do my best not to say any spoilers for people who are joining us for the game for the first time. You should also not spoil in the comments, please. And I know that I've seen this all before, but it was so long ago that I'm actually having a good time reading it again and experiencing it again. And hopefully the new stuff happens. Please help me know when the new stuff happens. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I was going to bring a new member. Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep, babe. I can't tell if Sayori's really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned it all out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? I'm clicking on your eyeball. Whoa! And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here. Hey guys, I brought a Bowie to our stupid club. You brought a boy. This is the first time that anyone ever did that. I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room. Oh, hey, Yuri, we might have to do something, Yuri, because last time I ignored you. Was I wrong for that? Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, my dude. What a nice surprise. Hey, Monica. Hey. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? Yes, this is Natsuki's voice in this playthrough. Deal with it. If you want to say something, just say it. Nothing. I love you. I don't know. Natsuki. Huh. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You could just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. What are y'all doing after this? Nothing. Me too. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, my dude. Wait, we know her? Does she know I played the first game? Is that like written into this? Monica smiles sweetly. Her eyeball's already creeping me out, bro. We do know each other. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class. Okay, thank you for explaining that. I was worried. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, creepy. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. She evaporated. There she goes. Come sit down, my dude. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. Oh, I get to choose? I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Okay. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened, so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. It was already open. Plot hole. Still feeling awkward. I take a seat now. I don't even get to pick. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. Well, that's cute as freak. The whiskers are drawn with icing. Little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full, has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around on my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Just bite it. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. She wants to know if you like the cupcake. Don't overthink it, bro. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. She ain't get it from Kroger's. Yeah, she made it. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
Hold on, why does it keep saying this? Does it know I played the game before? The game is messing with my head, dude. I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy.
All right, okay. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? What kind of books you like? Huh? What kind of books you like? Sheesh. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. There goes Mark instantly with the shade. Like, immediately. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Man, I ignored Yuri for a long time. How you doing? What's up? Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow. False. They did not move. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Y'all brainwashed. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club. It must be hard to start a new one. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. Why has she got the Arthur fist? Why is her fist, she's like clenching that fist right now. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best.
You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees with anything Monica ever says ever. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member. No, it's because you're the only boy that's ever stepped foot in this room. They've never seen a man before, ever. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, my dude, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something. She keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. That could change, girl. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing her sad smile. He's got a soft spot for her already. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up. She finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? This girl loves books. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Hey, in real life, that's all I read. I refuse to read anything else. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh? Why's that?
I just,
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back!
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her... I don't remember this.
I'm not cute!
Me anytime someone compliments me ever. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think it's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself.
You're hot, but you're kind of a know-it-all.
You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Her accent went all over the place right there. I'm sorry, I'm not good at it. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit there in silence. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Oh, you just did! Bars! Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone's even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, my dude? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. Oh, what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the whole time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I haven't made my decision yet. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. I'm sorry, I thought... My dude. You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? Look how sad Yuri looks, dude. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided. I'll join your club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and...
Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Can you get out of Yuri's space? Personal space bubble, Monica. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thank you, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me again. My dude, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Can I really impress Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, my dude, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? I might. Let's go. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! See, I like Sayori, but I don't think she's an option for romance in this game. I'm not positive they'll help me with that. The two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, so I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Oh, we are going to go ahead and write one. Okay. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Don't mess it up. Hey, we're trying to impress Yuri or Sayori right now. So I'm going to stay away from like the very, very cute stuff. I think ambient. Yep, that's fear. Oh, ooh. Wait, Sayori's got like some darkness inside of her. Who doesn't? I'll do charm. Oh my God, I'm like going all in on Sayori. I'm not even trying to. Effulgent, all the weird words. Yeah, all the weird words are definitely gonna be her. Anxiety, that also probably Sayori though. Hopeless. Sayori, are you okay? Climax, yo, what? Philosophy, yeah. I'm aiming for Yuri right now, but I'm somehow landing on Sayori. Eternity, yeah, got you. Secretive. Yeah. Oh, we're nailing this right now. Unrestrained. Got it. Crimson. Yep. Oh, I'm nailing this. Massacre. Ooh. After image. That's gonna be her. All the weird ones. Infinite. Yeah. Romance. Oh, come on, Sayori. Infallible. Yep. Suez. Nightgown. Oh, what? Sensation. Yes. I need to get this last one right. Fester. Come on now. Misery. Inferno. Yeah, I think we did it right. Hi again, my dude. Yeah. Oh, what the frick? Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Also, I'm desperate to hang out with girls in any capacity. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone's already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, my dude. Girl, don't get hugged. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the clubroom. Ooh. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. My dude always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's actually distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Oh, crap. You two are really good friends, aren't you? Look, she's feeling it out because she's interested. I might be a little jealous. She's a little more straightforward than you would think for someone who's so shy, right? How come? You and my dude can become good friends too. Yeah, what you think about that, Yuri? Let's talk about it. What you think about that, huh? Do you like me or not? Sayori. Huh? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today. What? So you did. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Well, what is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal, and it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I just wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Have you ever seen a magic trick? I hear you like balls. Oh my God. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy, no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. All right. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Dude, you know what's awesome? I can't remember what it was like last time. I almost feel like last time I was obviously targeting Natsuki and I did her, well, hold on, pause. I did all the words that would appeal to her, and I think that this scene was about Natsuki. I don't remember if this happened with Yuri, but it was like 4 years ago, so I'm really not sure. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Give me that. You can read it at your own pace, which is probably slow because you said you don't ever read. I look forward to hearing what you think. Girl, yeah, you do. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities or something, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Looks like the same book she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Oh, so we could read. Was that my dog? Get in there. How do you expect me to win over these girls if you won't stop barking? She was a puppy when we played this game the first time. She was just a puppy. Now you're a big dog with a big bark. All right, get down. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me. Our eyes meet for a split second. You're welcome for that edit, by the way. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing that I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first. We're flirting so hard right now! I'm just rereading a bit of this, so. That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Not because I like you or anything. Just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Oh, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday. That's not what I meant. You bought it for me, you sly dog. I just happened to buy 2 of them. Oh, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. What about right now, dude? I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Like me. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as she does so, her life gets really strange. Oh, Life is Strange? Yeah, I never played that. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to hold on. It's a real book, but I can't find an English copy of it. But if I find it, I'm gonna buy it and read it. Sounds interesting, to be honest. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from... No, that's way more interesting. Who wants to read just a nice book? A book about nice things. I want to read some messed up, I want to read some fricked up stuff, dude. Something's wrong with me. Honestly, dude, maybe Yuri is like way more my type after all than Natsuki, and I never even knew because I didn't give her a chance. The pink hair, dude. The pink hair just drew me in. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, it's alright, girl. You can ramble your way to the movies with me later today. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Ding! It's a literature club after all. Oh, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What do you mean? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book I had put into my bag. All right, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Hey, yo. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. You don't gotta call her out. You obviously like each other. Quit making her feel weird. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Hope I'm not distracting you. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't mean to. Sorry. She's super embarrassed. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then I hold my book more between the two of them. Oh, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching, which, as you know, is very scandalous. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Y'all are so cute, like we're each holding on to the book. I can't remember if I ever saw this before, dude. It's anime as freak. Look how cute this is. That way, I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of her face. She's in the corner of my vision. Oh, I caught you peeking. I accidentally, whatever she said, I clicked her eye and she skipped it. It's your turn to turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at her face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Oh, she a little smile. Just a small smile. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side. She catches it under her thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Hopefully she don't take that in a bad way. She remains silent for a moment. But my dude, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common. I knew she was going to take that the wrong way. It's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, no, I didn't mean it in a bad way. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that kind of thing. I guess what I more meant is that it's kind of cute. Nice save, dude. That's what we call a pivot. Oh, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Wow, Monica, just right in the nick of time, right? It's not like you were listening and trying to butt in before things got romantic. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that all right, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Oh, it's not that, it's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb.
now!
I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer if I only read it? Wow, my guy's got game. I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your... She gave me homework! Alright, I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book. Just use a bookmark. What the freak's wrong with you? Did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I did. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I really couldn't find much inspiration since I've really never done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Oh, you only share with one person? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same. You gotta be careful reaching into your bag that fast, guys. Who should I show my poem to? Absolutely Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. No, I just like her, okay? Hey Yuri, I wrote you a poem. I hope you like it. I can't wait to show 'em the words I wrote for you. Would you be my boo? Yuri, I'm in a hurry to date ya. I can't wait ya. Natsuki somewhere is like,
I never got a song in our playthrough.
I'm sorry, I wasn't confident enough to sing on camera in 2017. My bad. It was a much better time, let's be real. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Huh? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. What? She's like blurting her thoughts. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Huh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? It's not like I like you or anything. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? That's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Really? Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, She trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell.
It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering's completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. Tell me about it. Every time I freestyle, I use the word P. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people. Ooh, they got some beef. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Yeah, what have y'all been doing? Ghost, under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Oh, you a ghost? Hold up, why is she a ghost? I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. You have to chill with the apologies. It took you a long time to... How does she know that? Oh, I just don't read script very much. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. Like you. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Well, you tricked me. It's in the title. My bad. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance. Okay, first of all, you said it took me a long time to read. Now you're saying I just glanced over. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or just paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That is a lot more solemn putting it that way. I didn't even think of that. It's impressive. Huh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Look at the way she's looking, she knows. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, my dude. Me too. Yes, me as well, as long as I get to keep going. We have to do all of these? I feel like you run out of time and don't get to do everyone, right? Not do that. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop saying that. Let's try Sayori. This is a good poem, my dude. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be sitting around writing poems? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't take it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the freaking club room, hello? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, my dude. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if she sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. So he like her a little bit, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. All right, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad. Well, we'll see. Here goes hers. They each have their own theme. She got the ukulele. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. They go out of their way to make her seem so simple-minded. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Well, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was bad. It came out nice, or it sounds just like you. Really? Yeah, especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thank you for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah, but next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to that. We really have to show all of them? Man, I really thought that there was like a reason for only showing one or two. You can't. Okay, so I'll go Monica next then. Hi, my dude. Having a good time so far? Sure am. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? All right, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Come on, I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to, huh? Don't worry, my dude. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, my dude. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. I guess so! It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Yo, did I write the script? I relate to that so hard. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? What? You don't say. What? I had no idea. What? That's crazy. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuance. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Probably not. I'm probably going to just try to impress Yuri every time. So it could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's all right. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them. Well, I kind of do. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Yeah, she seemed like she got it all together, but maybe she don't. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now, I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Me? He? He, me? Who's he? So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. An epiphany. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get one big dark puddle of ink. So move your hand and go with the flow. Oh, it's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, no problem. We have to show Natsuki. Okay, fine. But don't try to make me like you this time, okay? I don't, okay?
My dude, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home.
What? Harsh.
You expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? You think I'm stupid?
I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I put in the effort. We all start out somewhere, right? You're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it.
Ooh.
Yeah, painful to think about? Yeah, got her.
Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyways. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again.
Fair enough, you don't have to be a butthead, though. Well, to each their own, I guess.
Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles Can Fly by Natsuki. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. eagles can fly, people can try. That's about it. I told you weren't gonna like it.
No, I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about that.
Yeah, no, I get it.
The other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something, kid. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, no, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, I won't take it away from her. Okay? Well, we did that. Oh, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch both of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Huh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Oh, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How could that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and my dude did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own.
Good gosh, y'all calm down.
First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring.
Y'all are equally annoying right now. Yuri being a know-it-all, Natsuki being way too harsh and combative for no reason.
Which I haven't yet. And my dude liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Of course that's gonna embarrass the crap out of her. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that my dude appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And now you know he didn't appreciate my advice more. Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Guys? Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as my dude started showing up. Oh!
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
I don't like the fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. My dude, she's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, my dude.
Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language.
You guys are both right. You can write however you want, oh my god.
It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, my dude? Ladies, please. I will save the game. Do I get to pick, though? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I even know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So that's, of course, gonna be... Okay, let me make a big save because this is a crossroads right here. I guess we're gonna go Yuri, don't you think? Or should I wait? You let me know what you think I should do in the comments, because I don't know what you're actually allowed to do in this game. Is Sayori actually an option? We've already gone this far in trying to woo Yuri at this point, right? We do Yuri? Not do her. Oh my God, I have to stop saying that. Oh. Wait, what? I was just trying to quit the game. What just happened? Wait, I was trying to quit the game. What just happened? Wait, side stories. Side stories are stories of friendship that are unrelated to the events of the main game to get all 6. Oh, so that we could do that. Wait, is that the only stuff that's new? Characters. Monica. So wait, so now you don't have to go diving into the game's files. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, I'll talk about it next time. Oh, wow. Okay. I am gonna stop it here. I know that's a cliffhanger, but it's already getting long anyway, so it's no big deal. Let me know what you think my dude should do. Down in the comments, I will be taking your opinion highly into consideration. Let me know also how you're liking the series. 10,000 likes, I'll be dressed just like one of these ladies next time. Totally up to you guys. Would be fine with not doing it. You don't have to hit like. All right, guys, I love each and every one of y'all so very much. Thank you for being here for DDLC Plus Part 1. Let me know when you want Part 2. I'll make it. Patreon supporters, that financial support is so helpful. Thank you, and thank you to you, just the viewer, just for watching. I appreciate it. And subscribers. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you keep that chin up, work hard, and believe in yourselves. And as always, have a bye 5.
My outro song is kind of lame. I'm just so sick of the copyright claims. So I wrote this song, it'll do alright. If you have a spare second, could you smack the like button? Smack the like button.
Goofy beat.